Hey guys, this is the Prince of Macedon. Just kidding. This is Marshall Ney from the L'ArméeduRhin clan with my 9th commentary video for Napoleon Total War multiplayer. I'm in command of the French, and my opponent is Jacour from the DREAMZ clan in command of the Russians. Let's look at my army first. I have 4 chasseurs, 6 Fusiliers, 3 Chevalier Lancers, 2 Chasseurs à Cheval and 1 Dutch Guard Lancers. And here I have my general staff, 6 Pounder Horse Artillery, a Guard Seaman and a Young Guard. This is the Galician Ria map, and basically what happened is I started here and my opponent started in the other side, and he just swung around the map and we met here. So he'll be in the forest for the rest of the battle, so it will be pretty much confusing to see who's who because the flags are hidden. Anyways, we started with some skirmish fire. I took my 3 horse units and an infantry to flank him, and I'll try and take his skirmishers, and he will counter me with a square, with a Russian square, so I will turn back. At least I get some extra shots at his men with my skirmishers. I aimed my artillery especially at his cavalry, because I figured out that if I take his cavalry, I can control this battle and win it. Okay, what else happens? So he has a unit of Uhlans, Cuirassiers, Uhlans, and Uhlans. So you see I did some damage here to his cavalry. We have 26 out of 45.
A glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
And yeah, the advisor really encouraged me there. Well, I took a unit of Chasseurs à Cheval. I didn't see them, and I'll try to take his general, because if I take him, his morale is really low, and this will allow me to win faster. So, this is the famous volley for the charge of the Chasseurs à Cheval, and his general is routing, so I did my job. Here he took 2 units of musketeers to counter my huge flank force. I didn't want that to happen because infantry is superior to cavalry, of course, if you know how to use them and when to form squares in time. So I'll just retreat my horses, and he shot at the hill right now, so I was lucky he didn't take the first volley. I'll take my horses to each flank, and I hope that I'll be able to charge at him before he uses squares, but it didn't work, and I will bring his huge Russian cavalry force to counter my flank attack. I'm trying to save my cavalry, and yeah, I didn't manage to form square in time, so he'll destroy my unit.
Our men are running, sir!
I'll still try to retreat my cavalry and save it, but he will continue to form my cavalry, and I decided that okay, my cavalry is trapped. I still have 2 lancers, and if I charge them at his flank, I'm gonna do pretty much of a big damage to his cavalry. So I'm just going to charge them. And he'll bring his 2 other Cuirassier units, and he'll charge at the back of my horses. I'm doing okay in this skirmish fire, and I'll take 2 of my infantry units to work on his right flank. I figured that
are running, sir!
If I manage to take his right flank and hold my right flank, I'll be able to win. So I'll take my infantry units and turn them to face the cavalry. My cavalry over there are holding pretty much good, allowing me to get my cavalry. My infantry to the flank. And that will allow me to counter them later on. So yeah, I tried to use canister, although his infantry are not in range, but I said, whatever. So here I took my Chevalier Lancers and I charged into his lines in order to take some shots at his men while he's engaging melee with my cavalry. And as you see, I did a good job. His infantry numbers are well dispersed now, and I'm doing good morale damage.
Our men are running, sir!
Yeah, so my cavalry is routing there. They did a good job. Lots of smoke around. And my infantry units will just try to hold my flank while I work on his right flank. And I switched from canister to regular round shots, and I'm going to actually just put a lot of pressure on his flank. I have to get his flank there in order to win. So I also brought my chasseurs, who pushed his center back, and will try to get some flanking fire. He didn't really notice what happens in his right flank because, as you can see, his units are not really in order. Check my infantry here. I saw his cavalry going around, and I turned them in 3 rows, 3 complete rows backwards. And it's a good trick I used to do when I have a cavalry threat at my rear. And usually your opponent doesn't see your cavalry, your infantry facing that way when he's zoomed out. And when he charges your artillery in general, it goes past your infantry and you take a volley. So he tried to charge at my fusiliers flanker, and I countered him with a square. He will continue to my artillery in general. So let's see if it works. Yeah, it worked. I rotated a unit of his. And since I have my 2 guards,
One of our units has used all its
I
ammunition,
wasn't
sir.
really worried. And my artillery did its job. So I didn't really care. So he's taking some flanking fire, my right flank, and he charged his cavalry with my skirmishers. Nice move to do when your cavalry is, no matter what, going to get destroyed. And yes, I completed my objective to take his right flank, and I'll continue to flank his center.
Our men are running, sir!
On this stage, I knew this match is pretty much mine. I had lots of infantry in reserve and 2 guard units. This cavalry is still alive, but I took my chasseurs. They had no ammo, so I don't care. I really recommend that if you have units that are out of ammo, and you have units that are
Our
ammo,
men are running, sir!
just charge the ammo units to take extra shots with your units that have ammo. Take some extra casualties before he will fire at you. And I charged my general to his Russian Jaegers. This battle was pretty much over, so I said, never mind if my general dies. He still has some sort of cavalry, and I saw skirmishers in the open, so I charged. And they rout. So yeah, I'm going to cut off the battle to the end. A very good game, and I'll see you in my next commentary. Hope you enjoyed.